guys and welcome. My name's Carrie-Anne and this is a picture of me and my dog Gizmo. I'm doing this picture for the challenge of the month for Draw with Jazza, and the theme was Man's Best Friend. So here I'm just putting in the ground with watercolours and painting the trees. I'm mainly just doing a quick wash with this, so just to get the basic colours down, so mainly browns and some greens in this bit. I haven't been doing this for very long, and this is only my second video for YouTube, so please be kind. I'm just going to let this run for a little bit. And there isn't really much to say about this video. I mean, it's a lot of browns because it's trees, it's in the woods, which I like to do with my dog. I tend to go for a walk with him quite often in the woods. We have quite a few woods and forests around where I live, so something that we do quite often. Just put more wash down. If you think my videos are too long, leave a comment and I'll see if I can speed them up. I don't tend to try and speed them up too much so you can actually see what I'm doing, because otherwise if I speed it up too much you kind of lose all the details of what I'm doing. So yeah, I don't want to speed them up much more than I have done, to be honest. And I've sped it up quite a bit. I mean, the overall footage was about 3 hours worth, so I've had to speed it up quite a bit for it to be under 10 minutes. Putting some more wash down, more browns. Trying to get different browns, although my watercolour palette isn't very it's very limited, so I don't have that many colours. And that blue thing you just saw coming in, that was just my heat gun, so I can dry some of it, because I kept putting my hand on it and smudging all the paint and having to redo it. And I did this over a few days because I do actually have children and I do work as well, so I have to tend to do it in the evening, so I don't have that much time in the evenings. So you'll see my sleeves constantly changing and where I'm doing it at different days. And what I'm leaning on there is my light board. That tended to be my what I leant on because it's nice and smooth. But towards the end of this video you'll see that I actually use a different table, and that's because halfway through this filming I managed to set up a workstation area in my bedroom, thankfully, because this, where I'm filming here, I'm actually sat on my sofa leaning over onto my front room table and it was killing my back, so I sorted my own desk out in my bedroom. And here you can see that I'm bringing in the pencils, coloured pencils. They're Spectrum Noir pencils and they're very, very nice to work with. They're very soft and easily blendable, although I actually don't do very much blending with them in this piece. So yeah, I decided to use the pencils, and then at the end of it I'm not sure if I prefer it with or without them. It gives a nice texture to the trees, I think. And here at the background I'm just using some watercolour pencils of grey and green just to get some darker shadows in the back, so you get that feeling of distance. I don't know if I quite pull it off. Part of me thinks that some bits should have been a lot darker than others, but hey ho. And here I'm just sharpening my pencils and just adding some more pencil colour to the trees to try and get some more depth and definition to the trunks. Again, I think I've got what I wanted from using the pencils. They do take a lot longer than just paint and markers. If I just used markers I could have got that done a lot quicker, I think. I really wanted to use my pencils for this piece. And here I'm just finishing up the bark. And once I finish this, I go back into doing the background, I think. The last little tree done. And then go back into doing the background with my watercolour pencils. Just using a bit of grey, some green here. I think I'll come back and add a little bit of the black watercolour pencil. Ooh, sorry guys, making my foot go to sleep. Yeah, and that thing that I'm using is actually an aqua brush. It just holds the water, so I'm not constantly having to clean my brush and wet it. It's constantly wet, and then just to clean it I just wipe it on a bit of spare paper that's sat next to me all the time, and it just gets the colour off. And here I'm just colouring in my top. Just like the top I was actually wearing at the time was it's blue and had light blue and dark blue splodges, which I tried to get, but I don't really pull it off very well. And then I'm just colouring in my black leggings that I was wearing on the day. This picture I tried to kind of convey the fact that when I'm sad and I'm upset, my dog's always there to cheer me up. No matter how I'm feeling, he's always very happy, and he rubs off on me, makes me feel better. That's what I tried to convey in this by using happy colours for Gizmo, which is my dog, and then very blue and sad colours for me, because this picture was taken, well, the actual picture it wasn't, but the picture I'm trying to convey here was very close to when I lost my cat, who I'd had for 16 years, and he was Gizmo's best friend, and he was my best friend, and I'd had him for a very, very long time, and sadly we lost him last year. So that's what this picture's trying to convey, is that we're both, even though I'm feeling sad and he's lost his best friend, he's still the happiest dog going. He's so excitable, always full of energy, always wants to have cuddles and give you lots of love. So he's always there to cheer me up when I'm feeling sad about something. Here I'm just colouring in my hair. I have very dark hair and I only have so many browns, so I added a little bit black into it to try and darken it up. And here you can see that I'm using my Spectrum Noir marker pens just to colour in my skin tones, just because I feel I prefer them to the pencil colours. I get a nicer flesh tone with my markers than I do with my pencil colours. And here I'm just adding in some shading, colouring in my shoe, a lovely red shoe. Again, I don't have that many red markers. My darkest red marker is actually broken, so it's very dry, so I used my pencils to do some of the shading. And here I'm just trying to convey the aura between us, that mine's very blue and very sad, and Gizmo's is very pink and oranges, which is for